Sir, at Department of Radiology in Lata Mangeshkar Hospital and NKP Survey, Institute of Medical Sciences. Today I'll be demonstrating one case of endovenous laser ablation. This patient we already has been demonstrated by Onkar sir. So I'll be doing endovenous laser ablation in this patient. Before doing the procedure, what preparation we need to do, that I'll explain in short. This is a trolley. It has gowns, gloves, we have betadine, normal saline, and few syringes. Okay. We need to prepare tumescent anesthesia. For this, we take 450 ml of NS. In that, we add 30 ml of 2% lignocaine and 20 ml of soda bicarb. Okay. This is the laser machine. This is 1470 nanometers laser machine by Wolf from TS Compresone. It has various settings. In this, we can see different type of settings, and on depending on the type of fibers used. Okay. So now I'll start with the case. Right. Before taking the case, we should know what are the indications, contraindications of doing laser therapy. Okay, the typical indications are that patient is having varicose veins, but varicose veins, grossly dilated varicose veins with incompetent SFJ. Even if the SFJ is competent, we can go ahead with laser therapy if patient is having significant symptoms and dilated GSV and incompetent perforators. Okay, the contraindications are deep venous thrombosis. If the patient is having DVT, the superficial system is the only system through which circulation is going on. So in that case, patient will have varicose vein, but we don't treat it. For that, we go ahead with treatment of DVT first, and then if the DVT is cleared completely, then we can go ahead with treatment of varicose veins. Deep venous insufficiency is a relative contraindication, because in that patient is having deep venous insufficiency. So even if we ablate the superficial system, patient will continue to have some edema because of deep venous insufficiency. Okay, now I'll go ahead with the case, and while doing the case, I'll tell everything about the procedure. So we have to sterilize our hand with sterlium. You should preferably be wearing scrub suit like me, and over that we have to wear gowns to assure aseptic precautions. Since we are going into vascular system, okay, and this try this. lignocaine, lignocaine, ampule is there. While we'll take small amount of local anesthetic, 2% lignocaine. Now I'll prepare the sheath. Stab 11 number thread. This is guide wire of the sheath. This is having one. This is posterior end. This is floppy end which goes inside. Now go ahead with preparation of the leg. We have to apply betadine to whole leg, starting from saphenofemoral junction up to ankle. Camera cover. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Machine. This is endoscopic camera cover. This we apply on the probe. Jelly. Package. Put it inside. Oh, here. Go ahead. Okay. Pull this. Pull it back. Yeah. I will we'll scan the patient and we'll see for the vein where the vein is not tortuous and it's straight. Okay, so from this part the vein gets tortuous, so above it we'll select an area from where the vein is straight, because it becomes very difficult to negotiate the stiff laser fiber through it. Okay, so so here I will be giving small amount of local anesthesia, XV laser. You have to check for it, aspirate a little and see that not in the vein, then we'll give local anesthesia. Okay. Hmm. वायर पकड़ो, पकड़ने यहाँ से. Okay. Puncture needle. Okay. Puncture needle. Hmm. No, this is a puncture needle. So I'll be taking a puncture here. You can see the echogenic needle coming in. flush. I'm not getting backflow, although I see myself. Okay. Okay, now I'm getting backflow. Pass the wire. Wait. Slowly it's going. Is it going? Okay. Push it. Go. Going easily. Yeah. Going in. Let me see. No, no. I think it has gone into some tortuosity. Let's His veins are quite tortuous, so it would be difficult to negotiate initial wire. But once the sheath is in, we can go ahead. Betadine है what? Betadine what? It. Keep it here only. Put. Now it's within the lumen. Insert the wire. Yes, you can see the wire, Kujrik wire going in. Put. Very good. Nice. Cos. Good. just we'll give a small leak at this point so that the sheath goes in easily. Always before inserting sheath, see that the back end of the wire is outside the sheath. Then we insert the sheath, we remove the dilator and wire outside. Okay. Now we can see the sheath is within the lumen of the vein. Get the laser fiber. Now this is a radial laser fiber. There are two types of fibers. There is a bare fiber and radial fiber. So this is a radial fiber. Bare fiber is totally transparent and it has to be passed through a catheter. For that we need to put a catheter first, and through that catheter the bare fiber goes in. This is a radial fiber. We can put it directly through a 6 French sheath. Now this is other end of the fiber. This goes in inside the machine. Put it inside. वहाँ पे दिखाओ फोकस है ना, क्लिक हो ना, हाँ, okay. So this is 600 micron fiber. So we have to select 600 micron radial fiber. Third option. Third teacher. Okay. So these are the laser settings. We can see there. Okay. We will be giving 8 watts of power for 7 seconds, and there will be a 500 milliseconds of pause in between. Total energy which will be given will be seen below that. Okay. So we typically give 50 to 70 joules per centimeter for ablation of varicose veins. Press that laser standby. Green, touch screen, green. Okay. Now the laser fiber is on. We can watch. Light off. We can watch it directly through eye, but while firing we cannot watch it because it damages the eyes. So this is how it looks. Now if we put it through it, we can see the light over the skin. Focus on the leg. We can see focus here. We can see the laser going. I'll ask the cameraman to please focus here. Look, we can see laser going in. You can see the light through the leg. Gently we will insert it. While when it reaches the groin, we will scan and see where the tip of the fiber is. Okay. Insert the fiber. I mean, pull it back. It has gone up. Pull it back a little more. Yes, but that's it. So we typically keep the tip approximately 2.5 centimeter proximal to the saphenofemoral junction. Otherwise, if the junction gets damaged, we may get a complication DVT because of it. Okay, now the tip is here, arrow. This is the tip and saphenofemoral junction. Okay, it's away from the SFJ. So this is a good location to start our ablation, right? Now we go ahead with giving tumescence anesthesia. Okay. Uh, hmm. Get a syringe, 20 ml. Attach it here. ठीक है. One syringe will be okay. Sufficient. ठीक है.
Of this tumescence anesthesia.
Okay, tumescence anesthesia is given so that the heat which is given to the vein, it is not getting dispersed to the surrounding muscles. It does not damage the surrounding muscles and nerves. So to dissipate the heat, we give tumescence anesthesia, and also to for pain relieving.
So it is given on both sides of the vein.
Yeah, it is going around the vein. While we give it, we can see. I'll show you how it appears. Inject करना ठीक. 10 ml. Inject. This is the tip of the needle.
This is the tip of the needle.
Yes, and we can see laser fiber in vein. Sir, inject कर. कब? नहीं जा रहा है?
ये चेक कर.
Needle है. Needle. Okay. नहीं छोटी needle. I'll get this needle.
So which gauge needle we use?
We use 20 or 22 gauge needle.
Okay.
Smaller the better, because a patient might get pain during this maneuver.
So this is the laser fiber. That is the GSV, and here on the side of it, the needle is inserted here.
Inject का.
Now this fluid is injected here. You can see that air bubble and fluid.
Fast कर.
The same needle is directed both ways. Once inserted. At how much interval you do they give these injections?
We go on scanning, and wherever there is not up to the point where it has reached.
Okay.
From beyond that point, we start giving again.
Okay, so
So
this is the fluid that we have injected up to this point. Below that, then you will inject it here.
Yeah.
See that. So this is pre-mixed solution.
Yes, it's pre-mixed. It has
how it is prepared?
450 ml of normal saline.
Okay.
We put 30 ml of 2% lignocaine and 20 ml of soda bicarb.
Okay, so 20 ml soda bicarb and 30 ml of 2% plain lignocaine.
Yes, plain lignocaine.
That is put it in a this is what, normal saline?
Normal saline.
Normal
Yeah.
saline. So in a NS, You insert the total 50 ml of this two soda bicarb and lignocaine.
Dignocaine.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people also put adrenaline, but
Okay.
I don't prefer putting adrenaline because this also gives pretty good anesthesia.
Okay. So you are piercing the skin just above the GSV
GSV.
and taking the needle to one side and another side. So the bright visibility of the fiber gives us confidence that where we are going.
Okay, no? दे दे जा. Fast, right? Last one.
So a three-way is attached here, so that he is getting the fluid from the bottle 20 ml at a time, and then turning the three-way to this way, so that he can inject 10 ml at a time.
रुक जा. Stop. Inject.
So this is quite important step and has to be done diligently.
Yes.
देखो 10 हो गया ना, रुकना.
ठीक. Inject. This is also one of the most boring step for people who are watching.
Yes.
This is a step where my people they take a walk outside and come.
But what do you prefer, sir, in a cath lab or doing ultrasound?
I prefer doing it in cath lab because we can do venogram after this.
Okay.
But even in USG we can see all the perforators and tributaries.
Okay.
So even if we do it in a USG setting,
Yeah.
there is not a problem. Inject.
So you can maybe categorize the cases where you can do it in ultrasound and cath lab,
Yeah.
because to see perforators with a contrast, if there are too many, then you may use a cath lab. But
Yeah.
simple cases you can always do in ultrasound. Some people preferentially do it in ultrasound, I think.
Yes.
The advantage is it's an OPD based procedure or daycare procedure. Patient comes in the morning and by afternoon he can go back home. And as he is not entering any deep planes or anything, so it is least traumatic also. We are thankful to the company for providing us a fiber for this workshop. And the students and junior radiologists who are watching, they can definitely take up these procedures as a part of their career, because many intervention procedures can be done ultrasound guided, Apart from laser ablations, you can do biopsies, drainage procedures. FNAs and all. And if you follow proper techniques, it, they are quite safe to do. Or if you want to do on a IPD setup, you can do with image intensifier also.
Yes,
Siam also can be used.
Yeah. With Siam also we can do the procedure.
Because you don't need the high-end cath labs for that. You just need an image intensifier that can give you the depiction of veins when you inject contrast. So we will almost reach the knee joint right from the SFJ region. Within next 2-3 injections, we will be doing the complete tumescent anesthesia around the GSV. There is a question, sometimes it's difficult to puncture the superficial veins. Then how to puncture it? To avoid counter puncture, what to do?
We can apply a tourniquet for 5 minutes before,
Okay.
so that dilates the vein.
Okay.
Then we can take a puncture. Otherwise, you can take a micro puncture set. Micro puncture needle is pretty fine, so through that we can do the puncture.
Okay. So either you can use a tourniquet to dilate the vein
Yeah.
and then do the puncture, or you can use a micro puncture set.
Yes. Okay.
Just feeling it again because there is no area left to anesthesia at one point. Just putting some more anesthetic. So more is better.
Yeah. think it is given.
So we are finished with
So
putting
it
of
is
anesthesia. You can see it again.
sealed around the vein completely.
The
You
fiber
can
in
see
the
fiber
center.
in the center. Yeah.
This is the fiber in the center. The vein is obviously compressed due to this
Yeah.
induced
Another
edema.
purpose of this is to approximate the walls of the
Yes,
veins.
that is required because the vein is dilated and then the firing will be more accurate up to the wall.
Okay. Now I'll start with the procedure. So I will
Okay.
fire the fiber with foot switch.
There is a foot switch and pedal that we can control the firing.
So there our settings are 8 watt current for 7 seconds, and there will be a pause of 500 milliseconds after that. So there will be a long beep of 7 seconds. For that 7 seconds, my assistant Dr. Amin will pull out the fiber for 1 centimeter. There are markings, black markings. So each marking is 1 centimeter. So for 7 seconds, he will pull out 1 centimeter out. Okay.
After the end of 7 seconds.
There will be a pause of 0.5 seconds
Uh-huh.
after that. That time we have to hold it. Okay.
Within 7 seconds, we will pull for 1
1 centimeter. Yeah.
Within 7 seconds, we will till the beep is there. We will slowly pull by 1 centimeter
Yeah.
and hold for 0.5 seconds. Then again with beep, we
Yes,
will pull
again
for
there will
1
be beep.
centimeter. Okay. Right.
So
We'll check the position of the tip again, sir.
yes, we'll check the position. So this is the tip.
This is the tip.
You
And
can
we
see
are
that the dilated vein has now approximated the walls.
yes.
It has almost collapsed.
So this is the firing part of this.
Yes.
Okay.
That is the firing part. Okay. I'll start. Okay. So we can see
Yes, it is
It is
getting
burning.
fired.
you can see some bubbles developing there. Along with that, we also to push, apply some pressure with probe,
Okay,
so that
it
there is
gets
more
approximated
yes,
again.
it gets approximated.
So you need to take care or look after the sheath also, so that
Yes.
it remains at place.
Yeah. So you can see that the vein is getting fired. Now it is seen as a echogenic.
This is
after
firing.
fire, you can yeah.
that there is
The-
dense ecogenic areas. You need to do it in a continuous phase, or you can wait in between and do
We
it.
can wait in between.
So
There is no such rule for that.
okay.
If the patient is getting while
Watch
firing,
your sheath. Watch your sheath with other hand.
yes, hold it with support it with other hand.
So you can hold the sheath with one hand and pull out the catheter with other hand. That is the best thing to do.
Some people prefer doing it in spinal anesthesia,
Okay.
but I don't prefer it because sometimes patient is getting pain. So patient can tell us that he is getting pain, so we can give another little bit anesthesia there.
Okay.
But while in spinal anesthesia, patient won't get any pain, and if some muscles are getting burned, some nerve damage is going on there,
Okay.
we won't be able to make it out.
Okay.
So doing it in local anesthesia is pretty good, and even after in local anesthesia, we can mobilize the patient immediately after the procedure.
Okay.
So the chances of DVT and all are pretty low.
Okay.
After some time, a dark black line will come. That is the point where the fiber has reached up to the tip of the sheath.
Okay.
Okay.
So then you have to pull
We have to pull the sheath out. We have to pull the sheath out, and we can pull the fiber individually after it.
That light will also give an
Ah,
idea
yes.
that it has come there.
Yeah,
So that light has come almost up to the adductor canal now. Just show the light, sir.
Switch on that. Goggles पे रुक गया मैं.
You see that light?
Right.
So this is
While pulling,
yes,
he might feel some pressure, like the vein is holding the fiber.
sir.
That happens because the vein is getting burned and it will collapse over the fiber. So
Okay.
it will hold the fiber, and that is a good sign actually, which shows that our procedure is going pretty well.
Okay. So that is the gripping sensation you get.
Breathing sensation is,
Sometimes you get that while pulling out a biopsy gun
yeah.
through a malignancy. Malignancies are very hard, and then when you take out the gun, they just grip it. That happens in prostate quite a number of times. So it's same feeling you get. So this is quite quicker than putting the anesthesia.
I think the black line has come. So, so this is the black line. This is the point where it is 10 centimeters. So we have to pull the sheath out. Holding the fiber, we have to fix the fiber on the leg and pull the sheath out. Gauze in.
You have taken the sheet out,
Yeah.
and the
Yes.
fiber is kept at same position,
Yes.
so that we can complete that much.
Yeah. We'll see it from here. Okay? ये point से देखना है ठीक है. से एक हाथ से पकड़ के रखें हमें. It will, otherwise it will ooze.
Sheet पीछे ले लो. Just press the gauze with one hand and then pull with other hand when the beep is there.
We also get some bursting sound in between.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crackling.
Crackling. Yeah.
The patient is very comfortable due to anesthesia.
We have just given him this tumescent anesthesia, no sedation, no other painkiller, nothing has been given. It is almost. Show, वो निकाल. Pull out. Yes, that is the entry point. Otherwise, patient will get skin burns.
So just show the light again. We have stopped 1 centimeter, 1 or 2 centimeters, probably to the skin entry point. So that we should check that the TB always is within the lumen of the SFP.
Okay.
So how do you reuse this fiber?
So it is not advisable to reuse, but in a setting like India, where the affordability of patient is poor, we can ETO the fiber.
Okay, we can
and
do a
then-
ETO and
yes, and
use.
then we can reuse.
Okay, it doesn't get damaged with ETO.
No, it doesn't
Okay,
get damaged.
okay.
But we have to use maximum 4 to 5 times. After that, we cannot use it because
Okay.
the power goes down,
Power. Okay.
and
But
durability of the fiber also goes down. So it might break inside the vein inside.
Okay. So with 2, 3 or 4 times you can use it.
pause there. Now after doing the procedure, we can see this his dilated veins, they also collapsed,
They have collapsed.
which earlier
Same
we
patient we have seen
in
Doppler demonstration. There were large superficial dilated veins in this region. Now they are almost collapsed.
we'll scan it with USG. We can see that size has gone down significantly.
This one. These veins, they show some mucogenic material.
Yeah. So slowly they will get thrombosed. Immediately after the procedure, we can see the size has gone down. All we can see some ecogenic material also within.
All the superficial veins they were seeing vastly dilated.
Yeah.
Either reducing caliber or they are developing thrombus. So that is stasis. That may be
Yeah.
stasis, I think, for the time being,
Yes.
and it will turn into thrombus.
How tough? Oh. Skull pen set. Skull pen.
So it is just the ablation procedure, or you do
Oh.
anything else?
For
Yeah.
such tortuous veins, we have to do sclerotherapy also
Okay.
along with it. So we will select one dilated tributary. From that we will inject the sclerosant, and it will spread to all the tributaries.
Okay. So you need to use tourniquet or something for that, or now
yes,
because
we-
you are ablated, you don't expect anything to move up.
We have to use tourniquet.
Okay.
एक glove दे देना.
Which sclerosant we use, sir?
We use polydecanol or cetrol.
Okay. Is there the vial available?
Yes, vial is available.
Just show it.
them that polydecanol, 3% polydecanol vial.
No, that's in a box. So this is the sclerosant that is used, polydecanol injection, 3%. So there are two. So it's got two vials. They are same.
Yes, same.
The same. Okay. So sir is applying a tourniquet above the knee level.
Then hand. Up. 10 ml syringe. Give 2 10 ml syringe.
So you intend to all varicosities in single setting, or sometimes you need to
Sometimes
do?
we need after follow-up of 1 month follow-up, we might need another setting of sclerotherapy.
Okay. So that time you need only scleros to
Yes,
the
that
remaining
time only.
dilated veins, or
Yeah, that time we
Or-
need only sclerosant for dilated veins.
okay. And the ablation is permanent as such.
Yes, it is permanent.
Almost all have collapsed. This is the biggest, I think.
Yeah.
This is the biggest,
one is
the
the
lumen
biggest.
it is. Yeah.
2 ml. एक अजून एक और syringe. 5 cc. ये क्या है? एस्क्लेरो है, ठीक. 3 वे. ओनी अच्छा है. दूसरा 3 वे. ये देखो. वो एक्सटेंड मत तोड़. as it is. So so we do foam sclerotherapy. For that, we take 2 ml of esclarol. In it, we put 4 to 5 ml of air, and we will mix it vigorously. So it will form a foam. Right. So this is foam, scalp mein. This is 20 number,
20 number scalp pencil.
20 or 22.
You can use a thinner also, no problem. And order guidance, just put that scalp pen needle into this superficial vein.
Open it. Okay. I'm going inside the vein. Still, I'm not getting any backflow of the blood.
There is no forward. That is the reason it's coming out.
Needle is within the lumen.
Can you just
Yeah.
try to
No, we are not getting any backflow. It is within the lumen. Okay, so no need for sclerotherapy in this patient.
Okay.
So
we
we-
do not do a surgery. Otherwise, we
Yeah.
just inject this foam
Yes, we just inject the foam and give a compression after that
for so much time.
for about 2 minutes.
Okay. So we, while injecting, we just do it under guidance and try to
Yes.
see where it is going.
Ah,
It
yeah,
has to be in the superficial vein only.
superficial vein.
Okay.
Again, we are doing it in under fluoro guidance. Then we can mix a 2 ml of contrast in it, and we can see where it is going.
Okay. And this tourniquet has to be kept for some time.
It has to be kept for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
After that, we can once the chassis is achieved,
Okay.
we can remove the tourniquet.
Okay.
So all the tributaries have collapsed.
Okay.
I don't think there is any flow.
That is the arterial flow, I think, around it.
Around, yeah.
Wall.
That is
Okay.
our
There is no flow within. He is doing augmentation, still there is no flow. So we expect them to get collapsed in a course of time. If not,
Yeah.
after 1 month, we will do a sclerotherapy there. So we are removing the tourniquet. We'll just clean up the area
Sterling.
and put. So if there are any questions, we will just go through. Shubham?
So look, there are
There are
in
certain
this procedure there is no cut, no stitches, no scars seen on the patient.
So
patient-
cosmetically also this is well accepted.
Patient can immediately walk back home. After the procedure, we ask the patient to walk for about 30 to 45 minutes,
Okay.
so that there is no chance of DVT. Deep veins function pretty well.
Okay. Sir, there is a question. In the tumescent anesthesia, we have to inject in both the planes, superficial and deep to the laser fiber, or only superficial plane?
No, we have to inject in both the planes. But once we are around the saphenous vein sheath, it spreads around the vein.
Okay, so you have to
That-
inject in the sheath.
Yes, in that
The-
sheath we inject,
Yeah.
so it spreads around the vein on it
Yeah, we
itself.
know that
So
GSV
we
is in
don't-
the separate sheath, the saphenous sheath or Egyptian eye, what it is called. If your needle is in the sheath, then automatically it will spread on both sides. So you need not inject separately in the superficial to the vein or deep to the vein.
One more thing, after the procedure we have to demonstrate this deep veins, whether they are normal or not.
Okay.
So I'll just check for the deep veins. So so yeah,
That is the
femoral vein. So there is no DVT. It is collapsible. So okay, there are no complications. We have to note that after the procedure, patient will be having some amount of reflux in the saphenofemoral junction because we have not ablated the junction.
Yes, yes.
So while reporting also, if we get some patient who has undergone EVLT before,
Yeah.
so we have to keep in mind that the junction is left. So we
Yes.
don't have to report it as saphenofemoral junction incompetence because rest
Huh.
of the vein is ablated.
Yes, yes.
Because I have come around some reports of doctors who have reported that it is incompetent.
Right. So you can just mention that the junction is patent
Patent,
Patent.
and rest of the vein
and
is
rest of the
ablated.
vein is ablated,
Yeah.
because that's how the procedure is done. We have to keep the walls intact there.
Yeah.
So the procedure, patient is sleeping nicely without sedation. So he is so comfortable, and that is due to the anesthesia part. And that we have seen that this procedure is so minimally invasive. We're just putting a small dynaplast there, where we have taken the venous side. Any post-procedure medication you advise?
Yeah, we give some antibiotic and painkiller
Okay.
because patient might get some pain after this
Yeah.
while after going home.
Uh-huh.
After the effect of anesthesia has gone down, he might get some burning sensation there.
Okay. So we
So we
advise
give painkiller and
NSAID,
antibiotic,
NSAID.
NSAID
Okay.
and one broad spectrum antibiotic
For
because
three.
we have gone into the vascular system.
Yes.
So we advise one broad spectrum antibiotic.
For 3 days.
Yeah. Yes, for 3 days.
For 3 days. And what is the immediate time of follow-up? And when you call him after 1 day or
After
say
1 week. We
after
call-
1 week we call them
Yeah.
for follow-up. Okay. Any this thing, what you can say? The stockings you need to
Yes,
yes.
stocking patient needs to use.
Okay.
Immediately after procedure also we give him stockings so
Okay.
that the walls of the veins are properly approximated
Uh-huh.
and they collapse.
But there are many types of stocking available in the market.
Yeah, yeah. Patient
So which
for
type of
varicose
stocking
vein,
we
advise type 2.
type 2
Class 2 stockings.
class 2
Yes,
stockings.
stockings.
Okay. And for how much period they have to wear it basically?
For about 3 months. After
For
the
3
procedure.
months they
3
will
months
use,
they need to
and
wear it.
that will be throughout the day and night both.
Throughout the day, while
Okay.
sleeping, they have to remove those
They have to
stockings
remove it.
and sleep in leg raised position. They have to
Okay.
keep 2 pillows below the leg, so that leg should be little higher than the rest of the body.
Okay, so that the
Yeah.
venous drainage is there,
Yes.
and they can do their normal work while
Yes, they
wearing
can
the
resume
stocking.
their normal work immediately after the procedure.
Okay.
There is no need for rest.
Okay. Are there any questions? Just check once. Otherwise, I think we. So.
TS Compresone. TS Compresone एक का distributor है इंडिया का. कंपनी वुल्फ लेदर है ना.
Okay. So
Wood ARC laser.
with this, we come to the end of today's workshop on normal venous anatomy, varicose vein Doppler, and laser vein ablation. Today we have seen all demonstrations live, and we are thankful here to the department, to our residents who have found out these cases, worked out for us, and the management, the head of the department, Dr. Avinash Dog, Dean, Dr. Kajal Mitra sir, and other support departments for the successful conduction of this workshop. We are also thankful to Samsung India Limited for supporting us in the transmission of these live workshops since last 1 year. They have been doing it for us. We are thankful to watch this technology for the excellent technical support they give us, and the Wolf company, the laser machine manufacturer, they have given this fiber for use for free, and we are also thankful for them. I thank Dr. Ashish for beautifully demonstrating the laser ablation procedure, and once again thank all of you for joining us, and do subscribe our channel, YouTube channel, MSBRI MCR channel, for seeing the videos, give your comments, and give your feedback about the workshop as well as the information given. Thank you again, and with this we come to the end of today's session. Goodbye. Thank you.